All right, guys, so here's another video on our next topic, which is interior angles in triangles. So the standard is AG5. Let's go ahead and get started. So the definition of interior angles of a triangle are that all three angles inside of all triangles add up to 180. I have a little video for you here. If you want to watch it on my YouTube channel, go ahead and you can find it there and you can rewatch it as many times as you want to. I suggest before you start watching the video, go ahead and hit pause and go ahead and grab a Post-it or a square piece of paper because you're going to want to try this. Here we go. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you guys a quick demonstration on our next lesson, which is all about interior angles of triangles. So, interior angles of triangles, the definition is all angles have a sum of 180 degrees. All right, that's the definition. So I'm going to prove to you guys how that's the case. So what you want to get is a piece of paper, a square piece of paper. In this case, I'm just using a Post-it. And we are going to fold that paper, or in my case, a Post-it. We're going to fold it up so it creates a little triangle. Now, this doesn't work with only right triangles, it works with every kind of triangle there is, right? So if you want to, you can go ahead and cut the paper. I'm not going to go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to use the paper as is. All right, now in a triangle, we know that there are three angles inside of a triangle. So I'm going to go ahead and number them. This is going to be angle 1, or I'm going to call it angle A. All right, here's going to be angle B. And then over here is going to be angle C. All right, so there are my three angles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color each angle a different color. So angle A, I'm going to choose to color it red. All right, and then angle B, I'm going to choose to color it blue. And then angle C, I'm going to choose to color it green. All right, so I'm proving to you that all angles inside of a triangle, all interior angles, have a sum. That means they add up to 180 degrees. So what I have here at the bottom is a ruler. Now we know that in a ruler or a straight line, right, all the angles or a straight line creates a 180 degree angle, right? That we know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my triangle and I'm going to cut off. Doesn't matter how much you cut off, but I'm going to cut off all of the three angles from my triangle. Okay, so there I go. There are my three angles. I don't need this part. Just kind of toss that out. And what you're going to do is you're going to arrange your angles with the vertex, so that pointy part, right? You're going to arrange them on your straight edge or your straight line. And you're going to see that they fit like a perfect puzzle. All right, so there you go. See, proof, all angles inside of any kind of triangle add up to 180 degrees. Now, it doesn't matter the way you arrange them. So I put A, B, C. I can mix them up. I can put C here. I can put B here. And I can put A over here. Notice they still make that perfect 180 degree angle. I can mix it up again. I could put A in the middle here, and then I could B on the side, on the edge. There you go. So, what does that prove? That proves that all angles, so angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. All right, there you go. Thank you. All right, so there you have it. If you want to try it with your own piece of paper, go ahead and try it out. All right, so let's keep going here. We're going to take a look at our next example. All right, so example 1, what is the measure of angle ACB? So I have a triangle here. I have two of the three angles. So I'm going to use the idea that I just explained and talk about the way we find the measure of angle ACB. So here we go. So we know that all three angles, when you add them together, add up to 180 degrees. So I have angle A plus angle C plus angle B. So angle ACB is this angle right here, ACB, right? I went ahead and highlighted it for you. So I'm going to input, so I'm looking for angle C, that little angle right there down at the bottom. So I'm going to replace my equation with the angles that I know. So I know angle A is 64 degrees. I know angle B is 83 degrees. I'm missing angle C, and I know they all add up to 180 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and add the given angles. So 64 and 83 add up to 147 plus the unknown angle, angle C, is equal to 180 degrees. So now we're just solving an equation, right? So what I need to do is I need to subtract 147 from both sides because I want to get angle C by itself. When I do that, 180 and 147 get me 33 degrees. So angle C is 33 degrees, but we're not done there. We always have to go back and check our work. So let's check it. So 64 degrees plus 33 degrees plus 83 degrees, check them out. Do they add up to 180 degrees? They sure do. So we are done with that problem. There we go. Let's move on to the next one. All right, example 2. This one says, what is the measure of EFD? So we know that all three angles, all interior angles of any triangle have a sum of 180. They add up to 180. So angle EFD is this angle highlighted there. So I'm looking for angle F, right? So I know angle E is 101 degrees. I know angle F is my unknown, and angle D is 40 degrees. The sum of all those are 180. So I'm going to go ahead and solve. I want to solve for F. This is just straight solving equations, so we use inverse operations. Before we do that, we're going to add any like terms, add our constants. We're going to add the given angles. We get 141 plus angle F is equal to 180. All right, we want to get angle F by itself, so we want to do the inverse. Subtract 141 degrees from both sides. All right, and when we do that, 180 and 141 subtract is 39 degrees. So angle F is 39 degrees. We're not done. Always go back, double check your work. So here we go. Let's check it. 101 degrees plus the 39 degrees that we got plus 40 degrees. So we're going to go ahead and add those together. Check my work. Is it 180? It sure is 180 degrees. There we go. That one's done. All right, you try this one. Go ahead and pause the video and you try and find angle XYZ. Go ahead. All right, so hopefully you tried it. Now we're going to check to see if you did your work correct. So we know that the sum of all interior angles is equal to 180 degrees. We are looking for angle XYZ. That angle right there, angle Y is what we're missing. We're going to input all the angles that we know. We know X is 92. We know that Z is 22. We're going to go ahead and add up the angles that we currently know. We get 114 plus our missing angle Y is equal to 180 degrees. So we're going to go ahead and isolate our angle Y. The way we do that, subtract 114 degrees both sides. All right, 180 minus 114. We're going to get 66 degrees. So, not done. Always got to check our work. Let's check it. 92 degrees plus the 66 degrees that we solved for plus 22 degrees. Check it. Do they all add up to 180 degrees? Yep, they sure do. Done with that one. All right, now let's try another example with, instead of the given angles, we're going to try this example with expressions. The formula is still the same. So we're still looking for, well, in this case, it says find the measure of angle ACB, all right? And the formula or the definition of interior angles of a triangle, still the same. All interior angles, all three angles add up to 180. Whether you're given degrees or whether you're given expressions, still the same definition. All right, so we're going to go ahead and input what we know. In this example, that's the angle we're looking for. We're looking for angle C. All right, so I have all my three expressions. Expression A, 3x minus 17. Expression B, 2x minus 5. Expression C, x plus 40. All those added up together equal 180. Solving a multi-step equation. So we're going to combine like terms. So that means the x terms and the constants. All right, so my x terms, this is what I get, and my constants, this is what I get. So how did I get the 6x? Well, I did 3x plus 2x plus x, that gets you 6x. And then the constants, negative 17, negative 5, and 40 get you 18. All right, then we have a two-step equation. We want to find x so we can plug it into that expression for angle C. So we're going to subtract that 18 degrees from both sides. We're going to get 6x is equal to 162 degrees. Next, we're going to divide both sides by 6. Isolate that x, we get 27 degrees. Now, here's the common mistake. Everyone always boxes the measure for x and they think they're done. But that was not the question. Remember, the question was, what's the measure of ACB? I want to know the measure of this angle here. I don't want to know x only, although I do need to know it. I don't want to just know that. I want to know what the measure of angle C is. So I'm going to take this 27 and I'm going to use it to find the measure of ACB. All right, so ACB has the expression x plus 40. Okay, so I'm going to take my 27 and I'm going to plug it in right there for that x. So I have 27 degrees plus the 40 degrees. Okay, that's equal to the measure of that angle. Let's go ahead and add those two together. We get 67 degrees. So the measure of ACB, 67 degrees. All right, we're done with that problem. Let's move on to the next one. All right, you can go ahead and try this one. Same example, same expressions, same value for x, but in this example, I want you to solve for angle ABC. So angle ABC is this angle right here. So you're looking for angle B. Go ahead and pause the video, see if you get it right. All right, so hopefully you did your work correct, following the steps, and let's go ahead and check it out. So I'm going to leave the work there because we already had that done. We know x is 27, so I want to find this measure of ABC. So here's my expression, 2x minus 5. So I'm going to take that 27 and I'm going to input that x wherever I'm going to input the 27 in where that x is. So that means I'm going to end up multiplying, right? 2 times 27 and then subtract 5 from that. Right, so multiply and then subtract 5. Always follow the order of operations. And then there we go, 49 degrees. We unbox our answer, and then we're done. All right, so that's it. That is a quick little video on interior angles of all triangles. So remember, it doesn't matter the type of triangle. All the angles inside of that triangle are going to add up to 180 degrees. All right, go ahead and watch any part of the video if you need to rewatch it and relearn any pieces. And as always, you can leave me questions in the comments below. Thank you.